Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is the next to last Sunday in April. My birthday is Saturday. Yay, birthday! So we've got lots going on. How was everybody's week? Good, that's really good to hear. I've got the dogs in here with me again, so if I get a little distracted, that's why. They should be fine, though. So yeah, so here we are. We've got some Q&A. No haul, but Q&A. We've got whip updates. So yeah, we're going to dive right into it. I don't have plans for this week on what I'm going to work on. Gonna probably decide a little bit of that after the video, because I really do kind of want to start the new Clouds Factory Epic Disney Princesses, but I'm not going to do all 12. I don't particularly care for Pocahontas or Moana, or excuse me, not Moana, Mulan, or Brave or Frozen. Nothing against those particular movies, they just were never big ones for me, but I did really like Moana. So I'll do Moana, Entangled, and Princess and the Frog. And then obviously the first 7, I think. First 6. Because Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. Those are my jams, yo. But I have to see if I've got fabric for it first. They're wrestling. Phoebe is a very vocal wrestler, so if you hear weird noises, it's going to be Phoebe. Although he can sometimes give some weird noises, too. Anyhow, we'll dive into the Q&A, and then I'll show what I did this week. Alright, Shirley Miranaka has a couple of questions. Is there a difference between Fiddler and regular Ada? I don't believe there is. I think Fiddler was a Charles Craft brand. There may be something to it. I've never actually seen the Fiddler cloth in person, but I don't think there's a difference. Which fairy tale is your favorite? If you want to class Wizard of Oz as a fairy tale, then it's my favorite. If you don't, then my favorite is probably The Princess and the Pea. Because of the fairy tale theater adaptation, with Liza Minnelli and Tom Conti and Beatrice Straight. It's fabulous, and it's, I think, Liza's best performance ever. It's better than Cabaret. Let's see. Other than stitching, what is your favorite thing about cross-stitch? I guess one of the things I like is just the creative aspect and the fact that I'm creating this beautiful picture out of just out of a bunch of X's, basically. What are my favorite types of projects to stitch? I don't really guess I have a favorite type. I like ones with lots of colors in them. I'm not big on just ones with a couple of colors. I like variety. My favorite stitching tool, I'm going to go with my Lowry stand or my Q-snap. It's kind of a toss-up between the two. Alright, Angela stitches, first off, she's doing a Brooks Books Mania, which I think is awesome. She's wanting to know how I finished the background of my Oz ornaments. And actually, I had originally put paper on them, but then I realized I really like being able to see the stitched backs. Like, I think that's cool, so I took the paper off of them. So I just didn't, they're not backed with anything. So initially paper, but then I changed my mind. Alright, I think that was all the Q&A this week. All right, so we'll move straight into whip updates. So when last we left, that was Sunday, and I think I had. I don't think I showed this one. Did I? What day was the 15th? Did I show? When did I finish him? Okay, well, if you've already seen it, then you've already seen it. If you haven't, well, here you go. I worked on Sherlock Holmes. Got him finished. He's showing up darker on camera than he actually is in person. The changes, I did swap out the teapot for his skull. But otherwise, I think that was the only change I made. And then I went with a green carpeted floor and a scarlet wallpaper so that he's still in A Study in Scarlet. I know I'm lame, but I thought I got a huge kick out of it. So, he was actually a really fast stitch. Like, I did him all on whatever the day was that I started it. Which I think I did that on Sunday. But there we go. There's Sherlock Holmes. So I've got, as you can see, the Oz frame started. So I will keep working on that at lunch this week. I should finish the frame, and then I will be able to start in on the banner. So I theoretically will get this finished in May. Mania ends on the day that it's the 1st through the 15th. So I will work on Dorothy on the 15th. All right, so I worked on that. I worked on my Beatrix Potter. Boop. So I got a little more done. I did the backstitch dates. I did the little spool of thread. There's a needle and another part, but since I decided to do satin stitches to make it look like a real spool, I will finish that at the end, and I'll actually use the needle that I used to stitch this one to go into it permanently. And then there's a little mouse. Isn't he cute? So the pile of books will be what's done next. But it'll probably, this one's going to probably become a little bit of a work project because the books are a lot of solid fill, and she herself will be a lot of solid fill. So probably what I'll do is I will do what part of it here, and then when it's time to do all of the fill stuff, I'll take that to work. All right, I started something new. I got the corner of the Seasonal Streets Sal, which is by Shannon Christie Designs. Got that started. So I've got that corner done. I didn't do the back stitch yet because I have to do the house first, or the building first. This is on Georgia Peach Joblin from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I'm using a Dragonfly Inn needle minder because that seemed appropriate. Boop. All right, and then I worked on Zodiac Sampler, and I got the Taurus section done. So there's Mars, the Taurus symbol, and the little Taurus, and the poppies. So the poppies made me happy because I'm a Taurus. So there we go. Next month is Gemini, which also means 2 moon phases will join in. So I'm very, 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 very grateful that Katie the Stash Queen kept documents or kept all the pictures from when she worked on it, so that I can reassemble what actually is supposed to be done in each month. I know there's a lot of little filler stars and such that I haven't done yet, and that's because I'm kind of thinking on some ideas for that. So, yeah. So that's kind of it for this week. Like I said, I may be starting the epic Disney Princess. I may not be. I may be working on something else. Who knows? Anyhow, I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all next week.